Hello everyone and welcome back to GamerGuild TV, where you join myself Chris as I go on a retro video game hunt and hopefully fulfill the entire wall of PlayStation games you see behind me. I'm starting this new series run off by hunting down the one and only Crash Bandicoot from 1996, developed by Naughty Dog, published on the PlayStation 1, the very first, the OG PlayStation 1. I'm here to hunt it down Black Label style. Now I hear you ask, but Chris, you're already holding up Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation 1. Why would you hunt this down? Well, I'm starting off a new video game series here on GamerGuild TV where I want to find every single important game to add to my shelf and my collection behind me. I already have a lot. I can see that. You can see that. But I don't have the best of the best and I don't have the rarest of the rarest. So hopefully you'll join me in this video game series as I hunt them down through eBay, CEX, bargain hunts, online trading, Facebook Marketplace, you name it. I'm sure we can find it. And I wanted to start with Crash Bandicoot because it's a brand new series and this game has got a really, really soft place in my heart. It's the first PlayStation game I can remember. I had a Sega Mega Drive when I was a wee lad, and I remember Sonic the Hedgehog and Worms and a couple of other games. But when we got the PlayStation 1 in my household, that's when gaming really, really took a grip of me and it became my passion and my hobby way, way back in 96 when I was a little 6-year-old boy with my brother. And Crash Bandicoot, again, fantastic series, one of the best mascots of all time, and I do already have it. This is my original copy from 1996, and it is the Platinum copy, and that's what's critical to this retro hunt that I'm about to embark on with you, our wonderful audience out there. It's not that I haven't got it already, it's because this Platinum silver grading that you can see on the side, that's back to front because of the camera, you can make it out what it says. It's not a special edition. It's platinum, it's in silver, which means it's sold over a certain amount, usually 100,000 copies. So it got a different publication, and that's what it comes with. It usually comes with a little banner across the front, and a couple of things are a little bit different, like in the guide. But I'm on the hunt for the rarest of the rare, which brings you here, which brings me here. We're after the Black Edition labels. So, Black Labels, what are they? They are the original copies, the original launch, before it comes, before they change the artwork, before it's popular. I had this game before it was popular. And my biggest problem is because this is my own copy and I was a daft child when it came to discs, as many of us were back in the day, it's a little bit worse for wear. The box is a bit damaged to the degree. The booklet's not too bad, but unfortunately, the disc, hopefully you can pick that up on camera, that is a sight for sore eyes. That literally looks like I've had it in a box of Staples. And that doesn't sit right with me. So even though it's my own, and I'll take full blame for that, I want to pop it back in the box now, and we're going to go on the hunt for an actual Black Label Crash Bandicoot. And what better place to start, ladies and gentlemen, than with eBay. So let's head on over to eBay and see what we can find. So here we are. We're over on eBay, and we're about to search for Crash Bandicoot PS1 Black Label. That's the important part, remember. That's the important part. As you can see, I've already done a little bit of scouting ahead of time. I wanted to make this video fairly relevant, so I've highlighted, I've love-hearted a couple of them, but let's see what we actually have. So this is purely just a hobby. I'm trying to get into it. If you have any tips, comments of how to best find or best narrow down my search for these Black Label games, let me know down below. Let me know, because this is the first episode in this series. Now, let's see what we've got. Crash Bandicoot, Black Label. Now, I've hearted a few of them, favorited a few of them, as you do. First up, we've got this one here. Crash Bandicoot. Let's see. Crash Bandicoot, Black Label, big box, complete with manual and demo disc PS1. £34.50, or they're willing to accept a best offer. Game works. Gentleman's nice enough to post a video. He has sent me an offer, actually. You can see the banner at the top there. He sent me an offer of 9.4%, 9.04% off, but it's not quite mine yet, so there might be a reason for this. Let's have a look at some of the pictures on here. So this is the case, and you can see, as similar to my copy, that corner's... okay. You've lost me a little bit already. Big scratch across the front of the box. This box, don't know where it's been sat. You can see there's quite a lot of marks on there. Now, if I look at my copy, remember, bear in mind I had this when I was a child, which I'm sure many of you had, but even then, there's a certain degree which I'm willing to allow to slide during this series for my personal collection. This isn't really one of them. If we look at the back of the box, yes, it's not in the best condition, this one, if I'm honest. And I said how important the types of box were to me. As much as this is annoying, the little silver platinum cover, double box doesn't really work for me, especially on a game that doesn't really need it. So it's saying Crash Bandicoot twice on the side frame. Doesn't tick my boxes, unfortunately. Unlike this box, which has been scratched to the high heavens. Now, you can see there's the very big difference that we don't have in the original version that we're looking at, and that is the platinum ones coming with those platinum discs. So the developers and the publishers don't really get a chance to go all out. The platinum ones come with these boring discs here. And well, I just use my head to turn the disc round. But you can see on there, yeah, Crash Bandicoot. It's a lovely, shiny platinum disc, which is very generic, but it ain't doing it. It doesn't have the wonderful artwork of the game that the artists have involved, which we do there, which is the cover as well, the booklet. Disc, better condition than mine. I'll give them that. Oh, wait, maybe not. Maybe I spoke too soon. So this one, as much as he's been really nice and he's offered me 9% odd off, I don't think this one. We're going to unfavorite that one. We'll take it out the roster, take it out the list. It ain't sitting right with me. Now we've got this other one here, Crash Bandicoot Black Label PS1 Rare Single Case PAL Edition, which is for Europe. Let's have a look at this one, see what's kicking about with this. So already off the bat, if we zoom in, better quality casing. Absolutely, there's no kind of like weird little mold rot kicking in on this gentleman's. £42, so it is a bit more expensive. We have a look at this one across the back. Yeah, a lot better condition, this one. Really, really good. Let's have a look at the disc. Okay, some big scratches on there. Of course, we don't know how many of these scratches were just made by the PlayStation 1. Hell, as kids, we used to take them around our friends. We probably left the discs in. We used to just stack them up on the floor. I know a lot of you out there had those case folder binders that just had them all slotted in. You used to just stack them on top of each other. What were we doing back in the day? What were we doing? This is why Nintendo, with the cartridges for the Game Boy, the N64 and stuff, definitely stood, albeit they have the battery issue that needs replacing after a couple of years, they do stand the test of time a lot more. Wow, it looks great in that photo. Now, we should point out, I haven't mentioned it already, there it is. That's the bit we're looking for, this bit here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Crash Bandicoot Black Label, so that's what stands out for me. The original Crash Bandicoot, this one, usually comes with a demo disc inside, and you might see, I don't know if this individual's got them in the photos. Oh, there it is, there we go. So you actually get the autumn and Christmas releases. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that the disc that looks worse is the game disc, because you would imagine it's been taken out, it's been played with many, many, many times on the PS1. And the demo disc, albeit you have a good couple of laughs playing Overboard and maybe a demo for Rayman or Hercules and stuff, whatever the seasonal games are, you're probably not playing it as much. Can't really see off the code on the disc, but yeah, either way, I'm willing to possibly roll the dice on this one and say that, yes, maybe this is the better of the two. But all in all, it's the Black Label that I'm chasing. It's decent disc quality regardless for the age. It comes with the insert. It comes with the disc, which looks a hell of a lot cooler than the Platinum disc. And the case is all round covered. So this is £42 and 2p. But I've hearted it. We'll go back. We'll keep shopping. If you think about that one, we'll close down that one because that was poor quality. We didn't like that one. We've got another one here. Crash Bandicoot Black Label PS1 and Demo Disc Rare Single. And this is $39.99. This one. Let's have a look. Right, okay, so right off the bat, decent casing on there. Bit of kind of like scratch surfaces, free demos. Oh, we know what's on the demo CD then. Let's Tekken 2. Solid game. Wipeout 2097, solid game. Destruction Derby 2, not so much. Monster Trucks, not so much. Formula 1, a bit of filler for me. I mean, I enjoy racing games as much as the next person, but don't know why I was expecting something phenomenal on that. So, okay, disc's okay. Box, sorry, is okay. Lots of scratches, but again, as expected. The back of it seems to be lacking a bit of colour. Possibly left out on the shelf for too long. That is a problem that you get with a lot of these ones, is some people who did have them on shelves. Naturally, some discoloration comes in, especially anyone, if we eventually get to the PS2 collection. The ones that start down here, the white tends to go like an off yellow. It happens with everything. Hell, if you look at your original PlayStation 1, it's probably gone a funky shade of grey compared to some other components. But you can see there, it's been traded in at some point. The foolish game makers back in the day, Electronics Boutique, I'm looking at you. Putting a black P with a permanent marker for pre-owned across the barcode so it can't be sold new once again. Practices, stickers. I hate CX because they put stickers on everything that can't peel off. They put about 20 stickers on each box, it feels like sometimes. But they do a good service. So let's have a look. So, okay, I'm liking this one. I don't like the pre-order sticker, but what are you going to do? Black label through and through. A bit of a crack there, you can see there on the box, but again, the PlayStation 1 dual cases, these are weakly designed. PlayStation 2, far superior in every way, those classic DVD boxes. But yeah, the PS1 ones that we've got here, they do suffer a bit, especially after, 40 years, nearly. So yeah, but you know what? Shout out to the eBay seller, ZM Gaming. You've highlighted it very, very clearly. There's nothing worse than looking at an eBay or a job listing, item posting, and they kind of miss out granular detail that you want to see. You will see throughout the series, there's so many games that get published, and it's just the cover art, or it's a picture of the box, the booklet, the disc in the case, but not the back of the disc, which shouts out to me, you're hiding something. You are hiding a disc that has been scratched to all hell. But yeah, this seller, really, really good. Laid it all out there. Disc surface down. Can't say that's a good choice, but it's on a clean environment. So you know what, this is a professional here. God, that disc looks so much better. That is so much better. I need autumn Christmas releases. Yeah, okay. So as I alluded to, for all the credible work, there's your insert. For all the credible work with the pictures, no photos of the discs. No photos of the discs. $39.99. So if we go back to the other one, so this gentleman wanted 42 for his. So 42 with free delivery, and this one is $39.99 with free delivery. You're talking a couple of quid here difference, but they're both good. Crash Bandicoot 2, not yet. Do I have Crash Bandicoot 2 in Platinum as well? I think I do. The only one I don't have that's Black Label is Warped. So again, this series, it will be games I've already got that I just want a better version. I've got some really poor quality PS2 games from my day, but we want to, again, pristine or better or best in class we can possibly find as we refine this wall collection behind me. So, Crash Bandicoot 1 Black Label, no manual, no demo disc. Such a shame. It's kind of incomplete. Oh, that disc is just sat there. It's just sat there looking at me. But alas, if it's got no manual, it's missing half of the discs. If I was starting this collection, why even bother 50% down? Why even bother? Crash 2, we'll get to a Crash Warp 3. And then already with eBay, you can start to see now why these games are becoming rarer and rarer. Yes, some might show up in car boot sales and stuff from time to time, but ultimately, the more time that passes, the rarer these things are going to become, and they're so fragile as it is, and they're so hard to come by. There you go, there's a Platinum one with a horrible disc, you can see. Crash 2, disc on its own. Disc only, £8. You can kind of see where the budget flies there. Crash 2, bit of foreshadowing maybe for a future episode. I don't know, this is the first one. Crash Bandicoot PS1 Big Box Black Label. Again, don't like the big boxes, so we'll keep scrolling. Crash Bandicoot PS1 Black Label game and demo complete, £50. So this individual wants £10 more than his competition. He's taking photos of things on either a green screen or some green tarpaulin. And again, yeah, you can see quality of the case, not the best. Very chipped away, very damaged. Inside the case, also damaged, which is kind of... Is it a damage or is it dust? Interesting that it says Demo 1 and it doesn't say Autumn, August demos like the other one did. If we jump back a second to these ones, look, they had Autumn Christmas releases, which will be the time of the year the game originally released in 96. So I am suspicious of this one. Demo 1. Let me know in the comments if you know otherwise, but that's raising my suspicions that he's possibly just got another PS1 demo disc, whacked it in here, and possibly got it up. He's got a good couple of reviews. Well, he's got 1,000 odd reviews. They're all positive, but you can never trust a review necessarily. In the case in itself, you can see there. So it's got the right demo sticker on the box. I just suspect that demo disc might not be the one. You could easily go on eBay and go demo disc and get it, but the case for me, leaving a lot to be desired. Poor Crash there. He's been slapped behind some shattered plastic. Right, no, I'm not going in on that one. What's this one? Crash Bandicoot PS1 Big Box UK PAL version, high quality packaging. or packing, I should say. So they're coating bubble wrap and cardboard for delivery. I don't know why that almost quadruples the price, but I mean, to be fair, it does look like a really pristine issue if we look at these pictures. Wow, it's got its typical scratches, but the colour pop in that picture. I don't know whether they just used a better camera or that back is pristine. That back is pristine, ladies and gentlemen. Damn. Impressive. If only I was a millionaire or just had some more money. Oh, that is nice. Take a spin with the hyperactive island hopper Crash Bandicoot. Cross flaming pits, sail the rivers, and ride the wild piggy as you battle all manner of antipodian beasts. Antipodian beasties. Wow, that's a term. And militant marsupials. I'm not going to read the French or German. Allez faire un deux dans le lit. No, I'm not going to read it. Avec. But that is nice. It's a double pack, so I don't really like it that much, but I will, I'll shout out to them there. Yeah, high quality. Like, even that's clean. The grill, the side grill is clean. That is a collector's dream. Look at that. You could literally look at yourself in the mirror with that one. That is perfect. Okay, now I was dubious at the start as to why this costs so much. £99 seems incredibly high priced. But the more I start looking at it, if I was in the market for a double case one, that's a good shout, that one. That's a good shout. Couple of quick observations. Oh, I guess there's the demo disc. There you go. I was going to say you don't see the demo disc in any of the other photos. It's there. Sorry, I take it back. I apologise. Spooky games. I apologise. There it is again. Autumn Christmas releases. So just back to my suspicions. That guy with the demo disc is the only listing we've got that doesn't show this particular disc. So alarm bells. But yeah. That is some good stuff. Both discs seemingly great condition. The manual, top notch. Bit scruffy on the back, surprisingly, but considering that's the only part of the whole game that doesn't really see the light of day, the back of the manual. All in all, looks great. Outside of my budget, unfortunately, £99 is extreme, but that is that is a desirable for maybe one for the future. Maybe one for right in the future, but for now, let's have a quick return. Crash Bandicoot Warped 2, Warped. You can kind of see where some of them become a bit more popular as the franchise kind of took off a little bit. Crash. That one crashed literally into the side of a box. Crash Bandicoot Big Box first print label, £145. Why are they asking for an additional £45 over the other one? Benso Game Market. Looking at this again, decent quality. It looks like discs. I mean, that's the demo one. Clearly, that's the actual game disc, judging by the shoddy variation. But what I will say, dude, is you're laughing if you think you're going to get an extra £45 for that, because the other people over with that Black Label one, they are far superior. Not that one, sorry, the one we just looked at. Far superior. Whoa, look at that one. Oh, that's stateside. Okay. It's Crash Bandicoot stateside. That is a wild copy, that is. $71.99. I'm probably not going to be importing any, but while we're here, look at the back. The best action platform game I've ever seen or played. Die Hard game fan. We need to check the legitimacy of that quote. This was from an era when you could just lie about your marketing. And Crash Bandicoot did get up in the grill of Mario and Sonic, so that disc looks fantastic. So much colour pop on that one. North American version, of course, but the game, it's the thin disc game. You don't see often them. A lot of the PlayStation ones you see early PS1 stateside are the green sleeve covers, so interesting. But we will skip on that one. Not necessarily looking for any imports. And then I think, folks, if we get down here, we might have exhausted the list. There's the green case on that Crash Bash copy I was referencing, if you're in Europe. And then randomly we get Prince Nadim Boxing. what very little people know this. Very few people, not little people. Very few people know this, but yeah, Prince Nadine Boxing was a spin-off of Crash Bandicoot. It's a lesser-known title, not developed by Naughty Dog. Don't know why that's in. It's probably because I've typed Black Label, and then yeah, look at some of them. Them boxes are horrific. But there we go. We're back to kind of like the recommendations and pick where we left off. So, folks, we've got very few to pick from. If we look at it realistically, we've got. Well, I'm not getting that one. That's the best one, but outside of the budget. So if we narrow it down, then we've got this one here, £42 and 2p, and we've got this one here for £39.99 with a little chip in the side of the casing, where it's the casing snapped off. You know what? As a PS1 collector, I'm willing to sometimes forgo and forgive these little damages there. The price difference is immaterial now because for the sake of the £2, I'm clearly in on the purchase. So, dual case, right? So they're both single cases. Who has that? I guess it's kind of like who's promoted it the best, right? The disc on that one looks great, doesn't it? So the £42 one. Do we have a clear shot of the disc on this one? We don't. We don't have any shots of the disc from the back. That could either be really lucky because they've just forgotten to shoot the back, or it's not in that great a quality and they're kind of masking it by not sharing photos. ZM Gaming, why would you not take photos of the back of a disc, dude? See if he does it for any others, just so we can kind of get in on the way he sells things. So he's got everything face down in these. We're doing our digging. We're doing all right. So he's got a bunch of other discs here. So say there, he's selling Star Wars Jedi Power Battles there. No back of the disc. So why would anyone buy disc only from you if there's no guarantee they're not going to come in a certain level of quality? There's the Crash Bandicoot I'm looking at. So Guilty Gear on PS1. Shout out to Guilty Gear. Disc looks cool. We've gone down a rabbit hole, folks, but yeah, it doesn't look like this seller posts photos of the back of his games. That doesn't mean it's bad, but you know when you're just thinking about like risk that you're going to take, whereas this one's got a really good front case, really good back case. It's not chipped in the corner, which the other one was. 2 photos of discs, both very similar. This demo disc's pristine. Game disc, not too bad at all. And it looks good from the side. It's not chipped. So for the £2, I think this is the one. Let's have a look. Close that guy down. Last minute thoughts. I do think not being able to see the back of the disc has to be the difference, right? Am I being crazy? They're essentially the same, but I actually think if I close that one down, I think the quality on this one, it looks like the box is in better condition. I mean, it's not chipped. Inserts are there. The discs look good. It's the thin copy, which is what we want. The Black Label one. I think this is the one, folks. So, buy it now. And this is where I jump right over to a different summary screen because I don't want to share my bank details with you lovely folks out there as much as I think you're all fantastic. So let's have a look while we're here. Let me know in the comments down below if you are a big fan of Crash Bandicoot, if you have all the old games, what you would do with them. But the initial plan is now, I'll wait till it gets delivered, I'll unbox it, and we'll have an actual look at how good it is. Right. Order confirmed, order placed. I will show you. However, it shows my confirmation number, my email address, the order number, my postage address, so where I live. So I'll keep all of that secret for now. But that's it. We have officially ordered Crash Bandicoot Black Label. Stay tuned to the video to watch the unboxing, and then we'll actually check out the game. Why not? It's here. The delivery has arrived. We fast forwarded in time, and here we are with hopefully Crash Bandicoot Black Label, as seen earlier in the video. So let's get into it if I can. Nice cardboard packaging here. None of that sellotape wrapped in a bin bag kind of stuff, which you do see. So let's open it up and see what the reveal is. bubble wrap as per. A little bit of random cardboard in there. So we do have our little bit of tape, but we can see it. We can see it, folks. This is what we've been buying. Here is the big reveal. Here we go. Crash Bandicoot Black Label. Hopefully, he says as he turns it to its side. Still back to front, but let's have a deeper look, shall we? So, I've just threw that bubble wrap onto my big really hot LED light. So I'm just gonna move that before it melts. Right, here we go. Crash Bandicoot Black Label. You saw it earlier in the video. Let's have a look what it looks like. So you can see the scratches on the front there, on the packaging, on the box, which we knew. But the important thing, everyone, have a look inside. Here we go. A little bit more complimentary bubble wrap. Crash Bandicoot. And the weirdest thing is, because this, of course, was the Black Label, if we take out the booklet there is the illustrious demo disc. So it's quite weird to see this with the game actually on the left-hand side and not there. Can't say I mind it though. Can't say I mind it. Let's have a look. I'm quite excited about this. It's quite weird. Again, I had Crash Bandicoot already, but not having the Platinum Edition and having the Crash Bandicoot Disc Edition. There's something special about the artwork on the front. Naughty Dog, Universal Interactive Studios. Let's have a look at the disc, everyone. That's the important thing, remember? There it is. It's got a little bits of dust on it. If we give that a little quick wipe down with my soft jumper here, if we take the little dust off it, that is beautiful. Beautiful. That's what you want, boys and girls. That's what you want. So that's disc 1. Let's have a look at the autumn Christmas releases. Again, give it a little bit of a wipe of the dust flakes. Another perfect, almost perfect demo disc. So, all in all, if we have a look at the brochure as well, actually that in itself, if we look at the edging, no kind of dog ears on here, a little bit of wear on the fold of the brochure, but that's probably where it's kind of moved back and forth in the case over the years, so there's nothing wrong with that. Look inside, it's your atypical booklet that you've got in a couple of different languages, but really happy with that one. So all in all, folks, I think our first purchase for this video game series, we have to be happy with that, right? Crash himself would be happy with that. He might even say, whoa! But yeah, there's a little hologram on the front as well. So yeah, aside from the box being slightly scratched and stuff, there's a little bit of a crack on that bit there. But again, these PlayStation 1 boxes really do not last the test of time. I'm happy. I think we've had a success. Brilliant. On to the next one, folks. On to the next one. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for checking out Crash Bandicoot, my first ever retro game hunt right here on the channel. Of course, I've done it many times before, and I hope to do it many times in the future. But let me know in the comments below what game you think I need in my collection, and join me in the next video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Mine has been Chris. You can find me at Arcane Rogue and at GamerGuild TV. And of course, remember, play whatever makes you the happiest. See you next time. Goodbye.